Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new vlog. I have just arrived Frankfurt. It is Lightandbuilding, which is the world's largest fair. I'm basically taking you here because I think it's very important that you can use some of the thoughts that I have when I go to these fairs. So without further ado, let's just start this vlog here. Visiting fairs is always a good idea if you want to see what's going on the market right now. So just like inspiration as you're reading a book is pretty much the same. You can find a lot of very exciting products around, and then you can maybe use that for your thoughts on your own journey. Finding out what is trending and what is not trending can be a little bit difficult, but many times it is when you see a lot of people on the booth, then there is absolutely something they have done right. I must tell you right now that Lightandbuilding is, so to say, not the same as it was in 2012, 2016. There were a lot more people. In the past, this hallway was probably filled with people. Same thing here as well. Anyway, there is a lot of interesting products, so let's dig into that and have a closer look. Walking into a well-known brand and ask them a simple question: what is the latest product that you have to show me? Because there is larger companies, there is using millions of US dollars to making sure that they are perfectly aligned with what is going on in the market and what the market will have and need. Basically, being on the fair here is just a very important factor if you want to have market research, which is live, so to say. Just arrived the next large area where there is technical lighting. Let's have a closer look and see how all these companies are showing off. From my perspective, the most important thing there is going on right now is the regulations that is taking place in Europe, for instance, where we have data that had to be gathered together, so we are able to make sure that we have a less CO2 impact. What is also happening is that we need to have these EPDs, which is connected to the CO2 impact there is for the different products. In 2016, most of the halls was actually active with a lot of different companies there. But now, probably around half of the companies are represented here at Lightandbuilding. Now I have arrived this hall where we have focused on decorative lighting. It's just great to see a lot of architects. You can see that from the different name tags that they have. OEM agreements are something that is great if you want to build up capital. If you want to have a really nice export adventure, then be careful about making too many OEM agreements, in the sense that the products can be shown in different other factories. So you can actually sometimes be able to see the same products different places. That's also why we made the decision to be our own manufacturer, design our products ourselves to make sure that those are unique. This is also a funny trend there is happening right now. It is that you are using this concrete to add on the luminaire. So you actually get this kind of, let's say, robust look kind of fun. Another trending thing going on right now, it is luminaires that has another function, which is about having a good acoustic. Great for offices where you maybe have, just a concrete ceiling. Then you're able to install luminaires like this, and then you will have a little bit better acoustic. I have just found you, and could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Yunus from Evolux, Turkey. Here we are showcasing our solar lighting fixtures, and we have designed a special solar panel like this round shape, which will mounted on the surface of the pole. You don't need to put anything on the top of the fixture, and it fits more aesthetic.
We have over here also the battery, and we're actually looking for that at Lightandbuilding.
We are burying the battery in underground. Every time of the year, the temperature is stable, no matter it's minus 40 or plus 40. The battery lifetime can be longer than the standard one.
Thank you very much for sharing that. That was really great, and hope you have great success with this one.
Yeah, thank you.
So here I'm with Citizen LEDs. We already use Citizen in some of our products, and this is a good example of trying to see what's actually going on the booth here.
What's going on is we are having some new LEDs which focus not just giving on a high CRI, but bringing out the colors of objects, for example, a bit more. If this is requested for restaurants, this could be very nice. This is our new Vivid LED, and we compare it here with a CRI 90, or on the right side with a CRI 97 product. We can see when we compare it to the right or left side that the colors come out a little bit more nicer.
Really good example. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes. Sure. Thank you.
The most important hall to visit for me these days is the hall with components. Back in the days, it was funny because I was never in this hall, because when you are just, importing different products and sell it to clients, then you do not really care about the components for real. But now, since we have become a manufacturer, components is a very important thing. Here I'm standing with some of the sensors that we use for Lightandbuilding. They have sensors that is actually detecting in a pretty long distance, and that's important for us when it comes to especially street lighting, because some of our competitors, they are using sensors where you have to go to, let's say, around 3 or 4 meters distance to the luminaire before it actually turns on. In this case here, you can go as high as 10 meters and then it will turn on, which is quite amazing when it comes to pathways and also in residential areas. Making sure that we connect with the existing suppliers that we are using in our supply chain, and that's always a really, really great idea. So using the fair to showcase something which is maybe not on the market yet, but something that you really find is innovative, is a great way of navigating in new products. Maybe you remember this guy sitting over here. That is the boss of a very huge company that is supplying us with drivers. And just being here and saying hello to him, it's really good. At Lightandbuilding, there is also a place where there is companies from Asia, and these companies is typically from China. Back in the days, I remember that many people, they actually changed their clothes with no company logo, running through these halls to make sure that they are not seen, finding out about what's going on here on these different booths. Nowadays, it has changed. I'm a strong believer, as also I've mentioned before in other vlogs, that China is moving quite fast when it comes to innovation and also manufacturing processes. Here you normally only have 1 floor. You now have 3 floors, which is also showing that Chinese manufacturing is booming. That's something that I really, love to see. Hopefully we can get some inspiration here. Some companies, they are focusing on motorized downlights. So you have the downlight, and then you are able to, with your mobile phone, the app, or so to say, navigate in the different angles that you want the downlight to be hitting. Another very exciting thing that I want to share here is that if you move the table, the light will follow the table, and it is based on the track light. There is working with AI technology. Okay, so here we are standing with a partner that we have. They have a new kind of interesting sensor up here. And Andy, you told a little bit about it, and maybe you want to say hi as well. This sensor is detecting the human beings in the room, right?
Yes.
And we'll start to count the people.
The people in the room.
Yeah, in the room. We will collect all this data and transmit to our server or our BMS gateway. Then the third party can use this data to control the HVAC system or the air conditioning system.
Thank you very much for sharing. That's perfect. Thank you. We have the poles where you have integrated different options here. You have a voice detection, and then you also have up here a Wi-Fi setup, and at last you also have a camera up here. These kind of poles is something that will probably be implemented more and more in different cities around the world. This vlog is about to come to an end. I want to give you some takeaways from what I have seen on this fair. What's quite important is that you always prepare before you come to the fair. So that means that you can maybe have a look on which kind of companies there will be, showcasing their products, their services, and so on, because you can get a lot of information very fast, and you can get out of a direction like a road, which is maybe something that's out of your hands suddenly. Just prepare a little bit. That's a great idea. Second of all, not always, what you see of innovation on a fair is something that can actually be a trending kind of product in the near future. It really comes down to what the market needs. So that's also why these fairs are quite exciting, because companies, they are basically just using 3D printing or different things to showcase some concepts that is not even in manufacturing processes yet, but they are just showcasing them so people maybe can, just say, okay, this is a really great idea. When can you have this finished? So they get some real data, because there is, like in this case here, 150,000 people coming to the fair. So look for those kind of signals. And the last thing, always remember to visit the companies that you have in your supply chain, because then you can just chit-chat with those and see what they have of new kind of products. So I think that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you in the next vlog. Bye.